Okay. Oop, hello.
Here we are. We're
I
live.
almost spilled my coffee all over myself.
Don't do that.
Would be a very bad day because it's hot. It's hot. Mm, mm. Happy Sunday, friends,
Yes. Hello.
Romans, countrymen. How are y'all doing today?
Just trying to lend you my ear, just in case.
I mean, I had to memorize that speech in high school.
Did you? I didn't finish high school, so I didn't get any of that kind of nonsense.
The evil men do live after them, while the good is often interred with their bones. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind. Sorry.
No, I like it. I dig it. I had to get myself into like Shakespeare and things like that because I didn't finish high school.
Mhm.
So those things have come along through my own interest and not because I was forced into it or anything.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Because the ones I was forced to read, I don't like. Like Romeo and Juliet, not a fan. Hamlet.
Oh,
I mean, Hamlet has its moments. But in general, I'm not a fan. And then, King Lear. Ugh, no. Basically, the tragedies are just not for me. That's what I'm saying. Hi, Marianne.
I weirdly cannot find my own stream.
I found it.
Oh my, yeah, but I always like.
Oh yeah, you can't find your own. It's a weird thing that
Mhm.
YouTube has. It's like I have to go in under like my personal alter ego sometimes to find the link to send to people. Hey, Marianne. Hello, Isabel. Did I say hi to Marianne already? If I did, hello again.
Hello, Isabel. Hello, Marianne.
It has been. I think I'm finally over the sickness that I had this past week, which is very
That's good.
It was not a fun time. But
Hello, Sheila.
Oh, Sheila. Every time you come in, I want to sing that song.
I know.
How was your weekend, Peg?
It was like this.
Oh no.
Anything. I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been thrifting. I haven't been just. I don't know.
I did go out this morning and I filmed a video. So this coming Saturday, there might be a new video on my channel.
Yay.
If I find time
that.
to edit it.
Oh no, I take that back. I did do a book haul that I haven't posted yet, but that's gonna be on my other channel. But I
Nice.
haven't filmed. It's just a little one. It's just the stuff, and then I want to do like a TBR, like things I'm gonna read this fall.
Man, if I did a
I'm excited.
TBR video, we'd be filming from now until death.
Well, that's why you do it in like, this is what I'm gonna read for the fall, or this is what I'm gonna read
Okay.
for. Yeah.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. If you ever want to read a book and talk about it, let me know. I'll come on and talk about a book.
I absolutely do. I would love to do that with like you and Heather, or just you.
Have a book club.
Yeah, little book club. That'd be great.
I have to pick a book I already own.
I could send you a book. I can manage that much.
I did though. I got 2 books.
Thank you.
I got 2 books. A guy I went to school with from kindergarten through high school, his mom became a writer a few years ago, and she's published 2 books. And she was at the Geek Con I did a couple weekends ago, and so I got them from her. So I might have to read those. I mean, they're on my list to read. Man, I gotta find time to do it.
Yeah, I'm about to wrap up like my third or fourth book this week. Like I've plowed through. I
I've
never
been
read
reading
that.
a lot on my phone, but not like books, just silly
Plus, I
stuff.
have an audio book that I'm still working through. So that's 5. I don't know. It's a lot. And I never read like that. But that is one thing I have done in the past couple of weeks is just sit and read for pleasure.
Well, that's good. Sometimes your brain
Straight.
needs that.
Yeah.
I think whatever day they pick to do my roof, because I have to take that day off and just be here, I
Mm-hmm.
think I'll just pick a book and then I'll just lay about and read all day. It will be a very expensive reading vacation. But anyway, how is everyone in the chat weekend? Oh, yesterday I set up and did an outdoor vintage antique show at my local antique store. It's more of a mall, and it's in an old mall. But we were set up outside in their parking lot. I got recognized from YouTube.
I saw that on Instagram. I was like, that's cool.
I literally squealed. She's like, I know you from YouTube. I'm like, from YouTube.
I love that. That's great.
And then a lady, she's like, did I hear you on YouTube? And she asked me to write down my channel for her. So if she makes her way here, hi. It was lovely to meet you. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun until the rain came. But it was just like the last 10 minutes. But I had to pack up with the rain, so
we had a weird weather shift here. It had been getting up to the hundreds, and we had a heat advisory like right up until Thursday, and then Friday it dropped to 50. Like that's too much of a shock to my system.
It stayed in the 60s yesterday, which I was originally, it was said it was going to be mid 80s. And I was like, oh, if I'm sitting out in the 80s after being sick this week, I was like, it's going to be bad. So
yeah.
Luckily, like it got like 68, 69, and it was cloudy the whole time. So for me, it was perfect weather.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't get to go and look around though. So
hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to our sale today and stopping by my channel.
Did you see what Marianne said about your videos?
I did. I love that. Thank you, Marianne. I don't do the same thing every time. Like my other one was just a quick, I'll just pan over the items. So I have something posted because I'm usually terrible. Oh, good.
Nice.
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone who's here.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sunday Matinee.
I ship from Colorado and
I ship from West Virginia.
We use PayPal and Pirate Ship. And we do recycle some packing materials, but not anything that's going to harm your item. And, we're not going to send you a glass paperweight in a cereal box or anything like that.
If you haven't purchased from us, we ask that you send us your info to our respective emails, ideally before the end of the show, but before the end of the day, if at all possible. Once we invoice you, I ask that you pay within 48 hours. I believe Peg does as well. And then I will ship next business day. Peg has a different schedule. Mondays and Thursdays, right?
I try to, well, it was Mondays and Thursdays. Now it's as soon as everybody has paid. That way I'm making one trip to the post office and not having to run multiple times.
That's environmentally responsible.
I do appreciate that. Yeah. So that's my spiel.
That's all the
do you want me to start? Do you want me to start? I'll start.
I can start.
Ooh, okay. Let's see what.
I did a little preview reel on Instagram to some Bach. So if you want to run to Instagram and take a gander. Most of these things I found today at the new antique store I went to. And I was very excited. And then there were things that I wanted to buy that I couldn't buy. But the first item I have will be starting at $12. It is a Lefton lady. She is the She doesn't have her sticker, but Cherie, number 4232, I did research her once I got home, and I saw instances of her that still had the sticker. So she's definitely Lefton, and she is gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Look at her skirt. And so this has texture, so I think they like laid lace onto it and then did the glaze and then pulled the lace off. And then look at this little flower, and then the flower is resting on a little tiny bit of spaghetti. She is in perfect condition. She's not repaired or fixed in any way. But what I love the most, let's see, here's her hat, which has a very faint bow detail on the back. She does have gold all around her collar here, and then accenting her skirt. Well, my favorite part is she's got a fan, and the fan has like 3-dimensional lace on it. You see? She's so pretty. I love her so much.
She is. She's beautiful.
So I'm not usually a Lefton fan, at least a Lefton lady fan, but the detail on this one was stunning. Like, look at the folds on the skirt.
I like the way the darker glaze gathered in the creases. Yeah.
She's a lovely green. I don't know if that's coming through. But here's the flower. Let me hide my face. And I was just shocked that her hands hadn't been like put back on or anything like that. But if you don't want Cherie, which means share, which is like sweet, sweetie. You don't want a sweetie Lefton, that's okay.
She is beautiful.
And I will send, because you know she's a fancy lady, so you know where she can live.
Where all the fancy ladies go.
My bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Over to you, Peg.
All right. This I'm going to start at $10 seems to be my deal. They have this beautiful clear bohemian glass. It's a little jar with a lid or a little trinket dish, whichever you prefer. It does have its bohemian glass sticker. Me and this camera.
So is that the bottom? Is the shorter piece the bottom then?
No, that's the top. But it has a sticker on the inside.
Oh, okay.
And then I think this one came off and somebody took a little piece of tape.
Stick it back on.
Taped it back to the bottom so that it wouldn't.
Come on.
There you go. Czechoslovakia, handmade. I love the pattern.
Because it almost looks like they can both sit. I wonder if it had a special use of some kind.
Oh, okay. Not that it locked together in any kind of way, but it does. You can do this.
Fun. It's modular.
That gives it an extra.
You could turn the rounded one over and have 2 votive holders.
Oh yeah, because that does have a flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do that. But I really like that, almost a fish pattern. You see it? So, down, and then you got like the little fish fin right here, the tail. So it has a weird little neat shape in it. It's very cool. I enjoy it. I think it would look pretty with a tea light in it. Use it like a fairy lamp with one of the little electric tea lights, but one that flickers. That would look nice.
Mm-hmm. I think a color changing one would be nice.
That too.
It just makes, for some reason, like when I looked at it, the words that came into my head was Cirque du Soleil. You know what I mean? It just looks like a high class circus.
It's a good quality piece of art glass, and I enjoy it. I love Bohemian glass. So I'll go ahead and set that aside for now. And we'll move from Czechoslovakia to Russia.
Ooh, da. Хорошо.
I have my little black enamel trinket box, hand painted.
Style.
Mm-hmm. It is signed and dated. I'm going to fight with the, there we go. It is dated 2000, so it is just vintage.
Is it 20 or 25 years now?
I'm not sure. I'm going by Etsy vintage.
Oh, then it's 20. Okay.
But, I mean, with the Russian black enamel trinket boxes, does it really matter how old it is?
No, they're always pretty.
They're gorgeous. I love.
I'll have to show you mine.
Yes.
That I got in Russia. It's got my favorite fairy tale on it. And it's smaller than that because that's what I could afford. But mine's a traditional polyech.
My YouTube on my phone is having an issue. So
I was having issues with Instagram. I was trying to share my link with people and it just wasn't. It said I had no messages ever. It's like, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right then.
And this one was also starting at 10. That's why I left the 10 up there. Sorry. Did not say. It is a nice little box. It's very pretty. It would go really well with the little Russian enamel pen that I sold and the larger trinket box that I had that had the hinges on it. This would have been a nice accompaniment to that. But I will go ahead and we will pass it back to you.
Okay.
A nice accompaniment.
Ooh. Mute that.
Am I echoing?
No, the volume was up on my phone. Okay. All right, this is going to start at 20.
Okay.
And it is an instant. Now, you've seen some of these pieces before, but I'm grouping them and adding stuff to it. So I'm calling this an instant display. So I will have seen before, I have this vintage to antique French book, the red book. And it's got awesome, it doesn't have a print date. That's why I can't date this one specifically. But it's got some awesome imagery in it. But you'll get it. You'll also get 2 tiny German books. And these, I believe, are from the late 1800s. I had the last time I had these, I had a date. And now I can't find it. But, whatever. Let's see. It was printed in St. Louis. But it's number 1 and number 2. They're little German books. So you'll get the little German books, the little French book. Have that ready to go. And then I have this tiny antique shoe. It is leather. Look at the detail on that. And the workmanship. Look at that button. Do you see that button? Isn't that fantastic?
And for 20.
Thank you, Isabel. And then you do get the lace. The lace is stiffened. Like when I got the shoe, the lace was in it. But I'll pull it up and show you. So it's this little doo-doo-doo. And by the look of it, I'm pretty sure that was handmade lace. It is lovely. I just like the way it looks in the shoe. And it looks like there was sawdust or something in the shoe. I'll empty that out. It's gone now. But no, it's just stunning. This little tiny shoe just like echoes back to, you know, there's something about people, what people wore and what people used, you know, that just transports me. So this is what it would look like, you know. You can just plop that on a shelf. Look how cute that is.
That's a nice arrangement. Yeah.
A little bundle. It makes me happy. I mean, I'm glad it also makes Isabel happy. So we can go ahead and count it down. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's sold.
It's sold.
Isabel, I'm not certain if I have your info. If I do, don't worry about it. If not, send it my way. I will put this somewhere safe. I have to put anything paper related like up on the surface because my cats have decided to destroy anything within their mouthful range that is made of paper. Don't ask me why. But
mine are, if it smells like wood.
It's their new way to get my attention. So cardboard, paper, they'll just chew on it and they will stare at me while they do it. Usually it's like within the hour before dinner time.
See, Mom, you're forcing us to eat paper. See what you're doing to us?
Like we're never fed. We only have 4 meals a day. Thanks so much, Isabel. I hope you love it as much as I did putting it together. Do you want to put your start up on the screen?
I did. It's just taking a moment.
I mean, do you want to click on it in StreamYard so it's at the bottom?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Ta-da! Air receiver.
You know, we've only been doing this for a few months. Eventually, I'll learn something.
There's a lot to keep track of, y'all. When you're running the show, there's a lot to remember. Is that celluloid?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And then it has.
I don't know that I've seen many in that cream color. Oh, I love the little detail. Is that gold? Or yellow?
I don't know. It's kind of got a little gold, bronzy kind of, like a little bronzy gold detailing.
Yeah. It's almost that wheat motif that you see
there you go.
On a lot of Deco era stuff.
Yeah. So it's just a cute, simple little hair receiver, and I got it in a group of items. Got a good deal on it, and I thought I would pass that along. I have not tried to clean because I don't know.
I mean, it could be part. Sometimes there, were variations in the celluloid. So, I mean, it could be.
No, I feel like there's some of it is.
And it could also
probably
get stained really easily.
Yeah, and I'm not
So the
sure
fact that there's not more spots on it is pretty impressive.
Yeah. I didn't want to clean it because I don't want to damage the celluloid, and I don't know what to wipe it down with. Just a damp cloth really isn't going to take some of that off. So it just needs a good wiping down with some, and I don't want to damage it before I send it to someone.
Now, you know what I would do if I had a hair receiver? I would put cotton balls in it. Huh?
Little cotton balls. Yeah, that would be cute. I was joking. I said, put your hair in it.
No, that goes on in my shower. On the wall.
I am fascinated, though, by the ladies that would have used these and kept the hair.
It was everyone. Everyone did it.
Yeah.
And then you made your hair poofs out of it.
Mm-hmm. Or jewelry.
Mm-hmm. And then your morning memento mori.
It's just a cute little thing. I'm going to go ahead and move along to my next item. Let's see. There we go. I have a biscuit jar.
I have a biscuit jar. Later. We just wanted cookies, y'all. That's what happened.
This was made in Japan. Look at that age on the bottom here. It is done in sort of a majolica style. It does have its handle. The handle's in really good condition.
What is the image supposed to be in the center of the oval? Can you make anything out of it? I don't know. It has a very like Greco-Roman feel to it.
Yeah, it kind of does. I can tell that there's like vining and fruit here. There's shell shapes down along the bottom. Don't say shell shapes.
Shell shapes.
And I don't know. I think it's just sort of a rococo motif. Maybe.
Is that black or cobalt?
It's black.
Okay. What's the lid look like?
Let me show you.
Oh. See, the lid gives me Celtic vibes. With that cross?
Yes. Okay. So it's just covering everything.
They're like, whatever you like, this biscuit jar is for you.
Yes.
We'll throw it all on there.
It's really neat. I don't typically find biscuit jars, or at least not all complete in the wild like that. Especially with handles on them. I have seen them like in the antique malls and stuff, but a lot of times they're missing their little bamboo handle. And let's see, this is about 5 1/4 inches tall. And 5 1/4 inches across. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and move it back to you.
Okay. This next piece I was interested to find. Given what's happening in the world right now, I was like, it drew my eye immediately, and then when I saw what it was, I was like, I have to buy that. So this is starting at 20 as well.
Okay.
It is a piece of Ukrainian art. If you look at it, can you tell what it's made of?
Bark?
It's
wood?
painting on birch bark.
Oh, it is bark.
Yeah. So like you can see the the birch lines right there, but here you've got a little Orthodox country church, because you can tell it's Orthodox because it's got that extra little line at the bottom of the cross. And then the hut, or the little house, it's a dacha. It's like this roughened part of the wood is just perfect. Like, it's fantastic. And there's the initials of the artist. Look, and the detail on it. Like, look at the woven fence. And I guess by Etsy standards, this is vintage, but it does have the original artist information on the back. And her name was, I can't read it backwards. I'm not that good. Elena Ponomarienko. And it says Master Decorativno Prikladovo Искусство, which means she's a master decorative and applied artist. A master of the decorative and applied arts is what that says. The name of the piece is Ukraina, which is Ukraine. Birista Miaslo, which means it's birch and oil. So, birch bark and oil paint. And Ukraina Makievka, it was made in Ukraine. Year it was made was 2001. So, just at 21 years old. This piece of art can drink with you, should you, feel the need. But it is, the detail is exquisite. Hey, Geneva.
Hi, Geneva.
So, it's a piece of vintage Ukrainian art. I know, and I like it's a good size. It's not, of course, I put my measuring device out of reach. Hold that thought. All right. So it is a circle, and the diameter is 7 3/4 inches. But I just thought it was really neat. And if you have Ukrainian ancestry, or, I mean, the birch trees are like synonymous with that area of the world. The birch forests are very popular. Well, I mean, they're just kind of iconic in that part of Eastern Europe. So, look at the tree. Every time I look at it, I see a different little detail that just makes me really happy. But it's super lightweight. Now it originally had these two little pieces for you to string a string through, but after they bought it, somebody MacGyvered an alligator hook on there, so you can hang it from there. Again, it's not super heavy, but I just thought the birch bark, and
I'm all about gallery walls, and that would fit so well into a gallery.
You do any kind of landscapes like this. I mean, this would put texture in it, which would be awesome. But nobody needs it. That's okay. I just love it. Back to you, babe. Paka.
See, what do I have next? I have my Made in Holland
Oh, is that pretty tin?
Yeah, I love this tin. I think this is starting at 12. I wish it didn't have church. I don't mind churches. I don't go to church, but I don't mind them in my art.
Yeah. I mean, it's nostalgic for me, like, because I toured, around Eastern Europe and different areas, and those little country churches are just so interesting.
Yeah.
Like, they're nothing like the churches here. Like, they built up a church with whatever they had. It wasn't fanciful. It wasn't anything like that. So, at least in the countryside, like St. Basil's or those big, onion domed cathedrals are a very different story. But they were for rich people. This is more peasantry church. You've got Isabel for 12.
Thank you, Isabel. Yeah, I love this. It's in really great condition. It does have a bit of a dent somewhere. Oh, right here. You can see just a little bit of a dent there. But maybe that'll help it sit for display. I love the colors on this and the pattern. And I like that it's got this extra tiered look to it.
Hey, Heather. Oh, Heather, you should see this brown transfer set I saw today.
Oh, no. I know, I can't see one now and not think of Heather.
It was a whole set. It's so pretty. But it was a vanity set. So it'll be in my video.
If anyone else is interested, they need to go 13 or higher. But I'm going to go ahead and count this down for Isabel. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sold. Do you want me to type sold, or do you?
It's coming. It's coming. Okay.
There's a little lag. There it is.
There's the leg. Can you have a live sale if you don't talk about the leg?
No.
It's a great piece, Isabel.
And this I'm going to have my little mid-century green, white, and gold vase. Especially have a lamp that this would go with. But I like that rough texture, that sort of brutalist look.
It looks almost like a coil pot,
Yeah, because it has the ridges.
Mm-hmm. Which is one of the oldest forms of ceramic, in case you didn't know.
It does have part of its sticker.
That glaze is thick on the inside.
Yes, it is. I can't make. I had looked up I think I wrote it down. Let's see who the maker is. I didn't write it down. I thought I had. I did have it identified with Google Lens, but like I said, didn't write it down. So, and that light, I think, is sort of washing it out a little bit. About 7¼ inches tall. The more I think about it, the more I think it'll look cool with my lamp. So I'm not sure.
Look cool with what?
My lamp, this lamp that I have.
Hmm.
I can't wait until I get into a place. We're still struggling house hunting or
Apartment hunting. Dwelling hunting.
Trying to rent anything. All right, I don't see any interest, so I'm going to go ahead and move it back to you.
All right, y'all. Should I go silly or serious? Because I have a very silly item that I saw and I had to buy.
Okay, silly.
Okay.
Starting.
She's starting at $20. It's by an artist. It's from 2019. So this is not old at all. 3 years old. It's a baby. But the artist is Carol Lew, Lew. She specializes in old world pet portraits. And I saw, so it's printed on like that modern canvas and then framed on this thick wood here.
Uh-oh.
I had to. Look at her.
Yes, you did.
This is a queen kitty.
Oh, okay.
We shall have to name her. I mean, look at her Elizabethan wardrobe. She's got a paw on the ball. On this paw, she's holding a mouse. And she looks a lot like my friend's cat, whose name is Blimpy. But look at those eyes. I had to. She just thrills me.
Yes.
Like she's got the big. I know there was a name for that part of their dress or what have you, but she's got the ruff. She is bejeweled out.
I love the mouse in the palm. That is awesome.
I know, and she's holding it up like this. I mean, it's very like if you look at like Elizabethan portraiture, like this is what you see, and it's fantastic. This is fantastic.
I'm surprised you're not putting her on your fancy lady wall.
she might be. But Heather, I didn't get my throne. If I had gotten my throne, that would be a different story. You know, that balloon chair that still haunts my dreams. All right, we need to name her. Even if nobody buys her, you'll have to help me name her. Because let me tell you, after the week I had, the laughter that this gave me was amazing. So I just felt everyone needed to see her.
You could go simple and name her Elizabeth in honor of the Queen.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, y'all, we have been connected to England for a long time and for a reason. So,
There's still Anglophiles out there, though.
Lilibet. Ooh, what about Erzsébet? Like Erzsébet Bathory.
There you go.
If you don't know who that is, you don't read about vampires very much. But
you shouldn't have a mouse in the palm of your hand.
I know. Yes, Heather. All right, here we have Contessa von Bushausen.
Okay, that's even better. Heather wins. Heather wins the naming.
Well, Contessa von Bushausen will stay here for the time being. But if you need her, you know where to find her. At least until I put up my Fancy Lady Gallery wall. No. So, yeah, if you're interested, let me know. If not, I know exactly where this is going. Hey, Jeannie. You've come in at a very silly time, but that is the best time to enter anything. Is that a silly time? Now it's back to Peg. Contessa and I shall away.
I don't think I can follow that. I don't know what to do now. Dang it.
Hey, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie. Oh my God. All right. Well, I'm going to keep it simple.
Oh, and Randy popped in. Hey, Randy.
I saw it.
Oh, yes.
My little. I have not been able to identify this.
Hey,
I Google Lens and
Angie Christie, you missed Contessa von Bushausen.
Oh yes, please show.
I'll do a recap because it will be very
short. This is a little leaf-shaped amberina dish. You can see the leaf texture. It has a little stem. So it's a little nappy dish, essentially. And it does have enough cadmium in the base and around here that it glows. You can see that orange kind of coming through a little bit right there. I don't know who the maker is. It's just a sweet little
she's
dish.
still available, AK. Don't worry.
Yeah, we have to make contingency plans for the things that don't sell.
Steph! I'm writing down her name.
Oh, yes. Can't forget that. So this is just a sweet little amberina dish for $8. And a nice little fall display. I feel like if you propped it up against the wall or against a shelf, it'd sit like this if you wanted. Hello. Hi, Helen. Well, everybody's jumping in. Hello, everyone. I feel like I've missed you all.
Oh, don't stress, Steph. Just take it one box at a time.
Packing up her room. Why are you packing up your room, hon? Are things happening I'm not aware of?
Oh, I am so out of the loop. I know nothing.
Steph, are you moving? All right, I'm going to go ahead and move along. My little amberina dish. do still have my Art Deco.
New flooring.
Oh, new flooring. Oh, nice. That's good news. Oh.
Yeah. You're doing the floors.
I do
I'm
not
doing the roof.
This is a little hand-painted Art Deco dish with a Scottish thistle. Beautiful Scottish thistle done on the inside. I love the little gold trim and the handles. The little handles charm the crap out of me. And it is signed.
The only thing that beats handles is feet. Little tiny
does
feet.
say Carlton wear and made in England. And then there's a number that I can see better on the camera than I can in person. And I'm guessing that is meant to be July 4th. Maybe?
Yeah, the hexagonal shape is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, this is also starting at 8, so I'm not going to change that. And it's just a cute little dish. You could keep it on your countertop, by your sink, in the bathroom or in the kitchen. Put your rings in it when you're washing dishes. Or a cute little dish for your bedside table. Or you could buy this as a gift for your grandparents. Since apparently it's Grandparents' Day.
Is it?
That's what Auntie Christy is saying.
Oh my God, one of those left.
I have no grandbabies yet. I'm a grandbabyless.
Just give it time.
They've had all kinds of time. Ain't nothing happening.
They're not that old, right?
You'd think out of 5 kids, somebody would give me a grandbaby, but that's not happening.
I mean, I'm not giving my parents grandchildren, so they got fur grandbabies.
I do have a fur grandbaby.
My sisters took care of that, so that'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. I am gonna send it back to you.
Okay, this piece is my favorite that I found today. And it does have condition issues. So this is starting at 15. If it did not have these issues, it would be significantly more. So just let me show you the conditions before, This is antique. 100% this is antique. I would guess this is from the mid 1800s to maybe the 1880s. Just because of the condition and the motif. It is a piece of transferware. It is a biscuit jar. It is an octagonal biscuit jar that is fantastic. Now, let's start with the condition issue. Obviously, somebody repaired the handle on the lid with some kind of... I'm pretty sure you could clean up these marks, with some acetone. It would be easy to do. And then, unfortunately, it should have 2 handles. So that broke off at some point in time. But can you see the crazing in this piece? Like, do you see?
Ooh, tie a ribbon around the
age. Like, there you go. But the imagery is one that I haven't really seen before. This is from when the Orient was big, when chinoiserie and everything, had one of its first rounds. But look at the detail in this transfer. Like, you can see, like, it looks like stonework on that dock. And the shape of the boat is why I'm pretty certain this is an Oriental space. But these buildings say, like, Middle East to me. And then there is a willow here.
That
There's
fountain.
even a design on the handle. And then all around the top are these tiny little scenes. My best bet is that this is English. It has a feel of ironstone. But the transfer is like expertly applied. Like you can only find the seams if you hunt for them. But it's so pretty. Like I couldn't leave it there. I couldn't let, and the fact that it has no marking whatsoever lends it to older. Like I tried to see if maybe that was a mark. It looks like a crescent moon to me, and there was a company that used crescent moon, but usually there would be another mark with it. I want to say it was Carlton, or I did not write it down, but it's just, I mean, if you do shabby chic, I know, Heather. It's like I'm gonna absorb it. I mean, from a distance, I mean, I don't think it matters too much. But there's also, I love the lid. I want to know what they were storing in here because look at that. Look at that crazing on the lid even. I feel like they put hot cookies in here. They were hot biscuits, but the little tiny scenes, like here's the join of the transfer. And look how expertly that was done. And this is a scooped. Ugh, sorry. This is what I geek out over, y'all. Look at all the little scenes. I think they're all almost all different. Anyway, but just not drop the lid. But if you don't need it, that's okay. Because you know who might? Back to you, Peg. It's being loud. I'm gonna set it down before I break it beyond repair. There she goes.
Okay, I have this lovely pair of brass bookends from 1969. They are
Are they Israeli?
yes.
Hmm.
You can see the Israel mark right here. And Terra Sancta, again, 1969.
Holy
They are
Land.
brass with this beautiful enamel color to make it look like stained glass windows. I love these. They're beautiful. They do have this like bright blue felting on the bottom. I like them a lot. But, I mean, I'm always attracted to brass. And I like they're from Israel. This is like the first Israel piece I've found. My lighting today, it's like shifting a lot. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I am not seeing any interest in the bookends. So I'm going to go to my final. Right? Is this the last round?
Yep.
Okay. I'm starting this at 20 because it's unusual. And I haven't found anything like it. And when researching it, I did not find anything else like it. It is a mid-century trivet.
Is it lucite?
It is lucite. It's brass and lucite, and it has these sliced geodes. Yes. So it has like this magnificent, like really large piece of tiger's eye, I think, right here, and a smaller one here. Tiger's eye is amazing. It has the I have a geode like this, and I can't think of it, and it just like amethyst.
It looks like amethyst to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the guess.
These are the ones I really wanted to look at. They have this sort of.
It looks like mortadella. It's got nice fat marbling.
I think this would just be stunning in a mid-century kitchen.
Or in a coffee bar.
Or a coffee bar.
Put your pour over coffee thing on there.
I've started using my pour over my Chemex. Oh, that would look pretty. Okay.
Sunday Matinee, also known as where Angela and Peg convince themselves to keep things.
It's pretty on the nose. Yep. Oh gosh, I just think it's amazing. It's such a cool piece. And anything I've looked up that has the geode slices and stuff in it is
I mean, that's fancy vomit.
Yes. Not quite like the vomit or the vomit clocks, but
the clocks.
Yeah. Which I only know about because George Fantino met.
No, I know about him from my Weird Things group on Facebook.
I'm in the Weird Things group.
Huh?
I'm in the Weird Things group.
Well, you've probably seen me post on there. Only you didn't know it was me.
Probably.
I put my house hippos on there.
I haven't posted anything.
They're very special Kinder Star Wars hippos. Which I don't know where they are since the move. I'm gonna have to track them down.
I just realized the fashion lady hasn't posted in a long time. Do you know who I'm talking about?
SK?
I think she's in Australia. She used to post quite regularly, like her outfits that she's thrifted and her dog.
No, I know who you're talking about, I think.
You know what I mean? Maybe she left the weird things group. I don't know.
It's possible, you know. Some people have lives.
That's true. All right.
I'm not one of those people. If you want to pull me over, I'll do a quick recap.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
All right. Speed round. We have the left-in Cherie. She will be $12. You can put left in if you would like her, unless we have more than one person interested, and then we'll count her down. But I love her lace band detail and her tiny spaghetti under her flower. Oh, texture. She's so good. She's so good. $12 for her. Then we had the Ukrainian birch art, which was $20.
Mm-hmm.
It's birch bark and oil paint by Ilyana Ponomarenko. I have to look at it or I can't say it. And you can put Ukraine if you would like that one. And then we have Contessa von Putzhausen, named by dear Heather Elizabeth. She's large, she's fancy, she's in charge. She's 20 as well. I can measure her. I did not measure her before. But she is printed on like that modern canvas fabric. Made by Carol Liu. 14 by 11. Stretched on composite wood. But you can hang this and hide your cat snacks inside of it. You've got space.
Just don't let your cats know.
I just love her. Look at the mouse.
That is my favorite part.
And the paw on the ball. She's just so good. She's so good. And I just wonder, because Carol Liu does commissions, so I'm sad that whoever commissioned this no longer wanted her.
Or maybe they passed and...
Well, then I definitely want to keep it. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's about to fall over.
Angela and I talk ourselves into keeping things.
I'm just saying, I think if nobody needs her, I'm going to hang her over where the litter box is. Because it's the cat's throne. Anyway.
Oh, man. This is your
queen. Or if you have cats, this is what you can do with it. You can hang it right over the litter box. And finally, the antique transferware, which is only $15 because of the condition issues. But I would, this is close to or nearing 200 years old. So the fact that it's only missing a handle and only got broke that one time, bonkers. So I just love it. Anyway, 15, you can put.
Oh, man.
That was the thought I had when I was like, oh, I can't say. I can't. But that's what I had for today. If you saw something you would like, let me know. Contessa von Putzhausen will be available until it's hung above the litter box. I'm pretty sure that fabric would be okay in the bathroom. Stay tuned, Auntie Christine.
Never know what might happen.
If you don't follow my personal Instagram, you're missing all the cat posts.
The cats are great.
Speaking of, my My grouchy old man is laying here beside me on his, well, it's basically his throne. He's on a striped satin pillow. Or it might be silk, actually.
Hi, Malcolm.
He's sleeping. But he's not even snoring. Usually he's snoring at this point in time. Or dreaming and having a Thor and Loki. Nice. Those are good names for cats.
I did post this on Instagram, but
oh, I saw your urn.
Yeah, I'm gonna show everyone.
Kitty.
Not to make anybody sad or anything, but it's just so cute. Like the raccoon.
The raccoon's great.
Jose both love raccoon pottery, and I found this, and it had a little finial or something that broke off, and I had been holding on to this because it reminded me of baby kitty. And he would throw himself down on the floor and then like scratch like a cricket. He felt like people eat a rubber belly. He's one of those cats that you could really like love on his belly, and he just liked it.
I can't touch Malcolm's belly unless he's standing up, but he will come and like stand over my arm and let me like scratch his belly that way.
Yeah, but it ended up being perfect for baby kitty, so I love it.
All right.
And it's kind of got a rounded off bottom, like it doesn't sit flat. Oh, that's signed.
Well, thanks so much to everybody who came and enjoying these items with us. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend and that your week is great. I am determined that next week will be better than the past 5.
So it has to be better.
Yeah, I was like, let me knock on all the wood. There are very few things that could make this coming week worse than the previous 5. So I'm not tempting fate here, so that's not an invitation. So here we go. But next, do you have anything coming up this week, babe?
Nope. Okay. Maybe the finally posting on my new book channel, but that's it.
Nice. Well, tomorrow evening on Heather Elizabeth's channel, Antique Agenda, you will find myself and Heather talking about all things vintage, collectible, etc. for our Brocante and Bergamot chat show, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then next Sunday, we shall be on my channel for Sunday Matinee.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope to see you all there.
Thanks, everyone, for stopping. We appreciate it.
Everybody.